So, by now, everybody knows that smoking cigarettes is bad for your health. But I wanted to really delve into why it is so bad for you and just to kind of give you the realities of what cigarette smoking does. So, I made a little list here. To start off, tar buildup. So, tar is inside cigarettes, and every time you take a puff, it goes in and it does not come out. So, it will actually coat your lungs. So, I'm sure you can imagine how over time that will make it harder for you to breathe. Next is COPD. So, smoking is the leading cause of COPD, which is a mixture of chronic bronchitis and emphysema. Chronic bronchitis is it causes lots of inflammation, excess mucus, while emphysema, the smoke will actually affect the alveoli, the air sacs. So that is how your lungs exchange gases with your blood. So it messes with mucus production, narrowing of airways, irritation of airways, and then also gas exchange. So a lot of things that it encompasses there. Next, we have lung cancer. So, cigarette smoke is the primary risk for lung cancer. And it basically, you're inhaling carcinogens. So, that's in there, and it can actually lead to different cells that lead to the development of tumors. Next, risk of infections are increased. So, this is a big one that a lot of people don't really think about. But when you're smoking, your immune system is weakened. And on top of that, your lungs are weak. So you will be more susceptible to different respiratory illnesses than anybody who doesn't smoke. So you would, like I said, have an increased risk of getting bronchitis, pneumonia, any of the respiratory flus or bacteria illnesses that go around. You would be more likely to get them. Next, we have impaired lung function. So, all of the things that I've talked about up to this point are going to lead to impaired lung function. And then this is where, you go to the doctor, you tell them you're not breathing very well, they do a pulmonary function test, and they see that the numbers are off a little bit. And that's going to be because of the things at the top of the list here. So next we have pulmonary fibrosis. This is one that I don't hear a whole lot about, but it's becoming more and more prevalent as the years go by for whatever reason. But it actually will kind of thicken and scar your lungs, which makes it harder to get the air or the oxygen that you're breathing in with the air to get it into the blood because it's thicker. So it's basically like a barrier there where there used to not be a barrier due to the scar tissue. So that's one that it will definitely affect your breathing. And then at the very bottom, I have changes structure. So smoking cigarettes can actually change the structure of your lungs. So that means that it can be narrowing airways. It can literally change the way an airway is formed. So that's just another thing that happens due to the increased mucus, the narrowing of the airways. So a little bit, I am actually going to do another video where I go a little bit deeper even into it, but I had to break the videos up because there's so much information in there. And I just think it's important for you to know if you or a loved one smokes, it's just good to have all of the information there so you can make educated decisions on what you do.